Great service. I wanna say this was like absolutely beautiful. They came instantly. They came and fixed it super quick. Super happy about it. Wow. Awesome, we are live. Perfect. Let's go here and put it on direct. Let's go music. And speaker bot is working. We got it. Let's see. Do we actually got the speaker bot going? Let's see. Okay, for some reason speaker bot is not working. Let me just turn on the streamer bot and the speaker bot back on. Good. Okay, let's go to speaker bot. We can turn it on right here. Speaker bot. And let's check it. Plus. Okay, everything's working. Super sweet. Good to go. We got the chat connected. We got everything. Now, finally, let's get back to work. Whew. Awesome. That's great. Super happy. Whew. Great. Oh yeah, super happy about this. All right, let's keep on spawning little things. There's a video that I need to check that was recommended to me on PCG. And now that we got these trees and these other trees, let's keep on spawning these ones right here. Let's see, what do we have in here? These other trees, these are, let's break this one. Okay, let's connect it here. Okay, I'm dealing with these ones. Okay, to change that, I'm gonna like change the density so we can actually spawn them in another place. And I want to check the bounce modifier right here. I want to change the bounce modifier and make it debugged. Okay, let's keep it like that and change the noise. I want to make it 1, so we change the position of the thing, and I want to change the density as well, and I want to make it 1.4. Okay, let's do the same. This one, I wanna spawn it a little less. Okay, and I wanna change the size of this on the transform point. I wanna make it go from 0.75 to 1. 0.5 to 0.75. Make them a little smaller. That's nice. Let's save. Great. Let's continue with the last lollipop lava tree. Let's make the noise actually 10. Let's get it different. Let me change the bounding box from this to something bigger, so I can see what's going on here. Okay, cool. So we have that, which is nice. Now I do want to change the density filter from this one, cause I want it to appear on a different location, not on top of the other tree. Okay, that's great. Also the size, let's change the size. I think it's a little bit too big. So I'm going to go scale 0.5 to 0.9. A little bit like that. So we have like bigger trees, smaller trees, and density. This density filter for some reason doesn't want to move this one here. Let's double check, is this the one I'm working with or not? Nope. Is it this one? Break. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, let's play with this density filter. Okay, to change this, I guess I need to like just change the numbers. There you go. That little tree. Now I made it move a little bit. Okay, now we're getting a little bit more interesting distribution of them. Still, we're getting a lot. We're getting a lot of them, and I think that it's time to actually add 2 zeros to get less of them. And I want to do the same here. I want to add some zeros. So is it here? To get less. Maybe not like that. It's kind of hard to control these numbers. I'm not really sure. It gets to a point where like yeah, I might just paint them by hand. Like I don't really see the advantage. Okay, definitely doing something wrong. So we're having 1, 2, 3, and where's the fourth one? Is it there? You go. So let's take a little bit of them off, and here let's see what happens if I add here. Okay, let's actually take that one off. I want to see what happens here if I actually take 1 0 out. Good. And then here I want to see what happens if I take 1 0 out. Okay, cool. That's about right. Okay, now I want to get all of that here, and see how things look like if I actually push all of them together. Right there. Hey, how are you, Adam? Alright, let's see how it looks. Let's see how they look. It's these trees don't really, yeah, they don't look that nice compared to the other ones. Doesn't really make that much sense. What is that noise? Is that oh, it's WhatsApp. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think this. I'm gonna leave those for later. These lollipop trees. I think I kinda like them. We can use them in somewhere. Let me see. Break this link. There you go. I have them all together, and we can definitely use them later. I think it's gonna be fun. It's just not for this specific area. We can use them in other places. Okay. So talking about density and stuff, I kind of want to add more of these dead trees. Twisted trees. Let's see what happens if I go noise 1, noise 2, noise 5, noise 3. That's kind of nice. Noise 4, 5, 6. 4, 3. I think I like 4. Yeah, this is a nice distribution. Kind of like this. Okay. All right. This is kind of interesting. Let's see what other actors do we have in here. We have some stones that I'm actually spawning. We have big rocks, and basically that's it. Let's come here and check what do we have here. We have the big trees. Let's see what are we spawning here. We have a couple of rocks. The scriptor right there. So we have one rock right here, another one. Can definitely play a little bit more with that. And the fourth one, we don't have anything there. Okay, let's make these rocks a little bit bigger because I don't see what's actually happening. And first of all, let's reset the offset so we can push them up the ground. And let's go to scale, and I want them to be actually scale 3 to scale 5. Yeah, something around that. Now we got a lot of rocks scattered around the thing. I want to change the density. Not that bad. Change the noise. That's kinda 4, 5. And let's change density. What if we add a little 0 here? And a little 0 there. We got less of them. I want a little. I think it was nice. Maybe I can change the number, make it instead of 2, 4. Okay, nice. I think that's kind of cool. Obviously this does not really match the whole thing. It does not really match the environment color, the landscape color. So that's one thing I really want to work on right now. I want to paint this landscape in a nicer way. I do want to paint this landscape in a nicer way, and I'm going to break this right here, right there, and I'm gonna save it. And then I'm going to go to landscape paint and see what materials do we have. I think I need to add a new material to the layer. We have a rock material which I'm not really using, which it doesn't really work that well. And I think I'm gonna change that for some kind of like burnt, some kind of like rock terrain or something. Let's see what materials we have here under paint. Okay, a little tree appeared where this was. Okay, let's see, what is this? You see, we have like this stretchy rock, which doesn't really make sense. I love how the layers are just changing the icons for the texture. Let's make this brush smaller and thing right here. Okay. I'm gonna make a base layer with this. I'm just gonna go and paint over this area right here. I'm gonna just quickly just try to get this dry. I mean, not dry, but like I'm gonna get rid of the green color because this is not like a lush area. This is gonna be a volcano area. So I'm gonna use this brown color just to cover up the floor a little bit and get rid of the green. Also, these other mountains are gonna go all gray, and let's see if I can actually achieve this without it breaking, because this is a little bit of a big landscape. And I need to try to get underneath this area. Okay. We have a river running through this area, which is kinda doesn't really make much sense. Maybe it can become an underground river, maybe, and then we can walk on top of it or something like that. That'll be interesting. Like a long kind of cave with a river going through it. Okay, I'm gonna paint this. Okay. Just gonna get rid of that green, and then I want to assign another material which is gonna give us like some not really sure what other material I'm going to use, but I do need some kind of like gray or burnt kind of soil, something like that. Need to think about that material. Maybe I can make it myself if I don't find anything in the content browser. I might go and just do it myself. That'll be very cool to add a little texture to the ground. Okay, let's make this all brown, which kind of works. But definitely the more layers you got, the more variation you can do. Oops. Okay, it doesn't like to blend like that. Okay, let's just keep it like that. It's okay, we're gonna work on that. Oof, you see how it gets rid of that? Okay, I'm not gonna play with this too much because the layering system is a little bit weird on this. Something's going on with the layer system. Okay, cool. Now it looks totally different. Now it looks totally different. And I do have a little green spots. It's okay. And I would like to change the landscape as well a little bit. Well, now that we are on the landscape tools, might as well just go into landscape erosion. Sculpt erosion, and this will make it look like sand dunes a little bit. So let's go into here and let's try to erode this thing, so player can actually walk through these hills like that. After that, we're gonna use the smooth tool to get a little bit of this effect down, like this. That's nice. Okay, and then we can break it a little bit, so we have like an entrance. This was supposed to be originally just like a little kind of like root formation for the jungle area, but then the jungle area got too big and I said we need to actually change it and make it like a burnt forest, so we don't have an eternal jungle, because it starts becoming very boring. And then I got like a dungeon pack and I was like, yeah, let's just use the dungeon pack and let's make it a lava dungeon. So I always wanted to use this volcano to walk from this area, this lava area, maybe not this one, but maybe we can have a little entrance through here into the dungeon and come out into the other area, which is, let's see, number 2, there you go, here. So we can come out through this area. It's gonna look super nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we don't have a 6th. So, oof, I need to be careful not to touch anything here. Just go back to number 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe 2, 1. Okay, I need to set up a new bookmark for this. This is gonna be bookmark number 6. So Control 6, and now I can jump from 1 to 6. Okay, cool. And here, let's actually play a little bit with the landscape. Now that we are in landscape mode, and PCG is disconnected, just wanna get a better feel for this environment. Okay, let's go. Okay, the days. I see the storm coming far away. We got a heavy rain coming. It's gonna arrive in about an hour or something. Let's see how this internet works with heavy rain. I know it's gonna work perfectly. Like, I'm super proud of this internet provider, guys. They made like this super quick installation yesterday, because they came very late and we couldn't like make any noise, and there was like no maintenance guys in here, so we didn't know where to run the cable through, right? And today we actually got it right. Yeah, super happy about it, because my neighbor was going crazy. Like, he was like, oh, my wife got her ankle damaged because she just tripped over your cable. I'm like, I don't think so, dude. No, the cable is like very secured against the wall. I don't think that happened, actually. You know, like, which was very, very funny. Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, dude, but I don't believe you, man, and I'm gonna tell it to your face. I don't believe it. But don't worry, dude, I understand that it doesn't look good and we're gonna get it fixed, so chill out. Just don't pull the cable. Because it was all like stretched and stuff. He was trying to like rip it off or something. I don't know. It's okay, man. And I wrote this super nice letter to the neighbors, and my dad didn't send it. The only task that my dad had was to send that email, and he told me today, oh, you know, I couldn't send the email you told me. I couldn't find the email thing. I was like, dude, like, that was the only task I asked you. So they woke up in the morning and they saw that thing without any like notice, and they're like, what the fuck is this? But it's only one guy. It's actually only one guy that cares about it. Thankfully, there's nobody else who cares about this. My other neighbor who lives underneath me, his door, he has like this kind of door that just has like I don't know how to call that in English, like this little grid thing that like lets air in, but not the mosquitoes, let's say. And it's all broken, like it's all messed up like crazy. And like, you know, like if you are thinking about statics and stuff, maybe fix that door first, right? Like I was like, dude, come on. And all the air conditionings are like all rusty, and we have like dripping cables everywhere. It's like there are like other things we can fix before actually that cable. But I'm glad that the internet guys came like super quick, because their office is right next to the apartments, and they just got it fixed. And we actually got a proper connection, so now nobody will be able to like play with that cable, touch it or stretch it or anything. It's gonna be super nice. Like, even though if they wanna like mess with it, mosquito wire, yeah. So my neighbor downstairs, he has this mosquito wire door, and one day they went crazy and they smashed the door, and I came down the next morning, and it's just the frame of the door. It's a frame, it's not a door. Like it doesn't do anything for them, but it does a lot for me, because at night there's a wind and they sometimes leave the door open, and wind comes and poof, closes it, and it just slams it, and I'm like, oh no, I'm trying to sleep, and then it sounds like poof. Yeah, it's okay, you know, apartments, you know how apartments are. The only thing is that this we are not renting. Actually, my dad owns this apartment, so you need to be very smart about how you deal with neighbors. On my YouTube stories, I have the pictures of the internet installation, and there is actually a little damage on the wall that is right next to the hole we drilled. So that damage was made by this guy who complained, and yeah. And actually they're gonna charge me for fixing that hole, right? Which is completely fine, no problem. They have all the materials, they're just gonna charge me for the working hours and stuff. And then like, if I really wanted to be like a bad guy, like I will be just telling the neighbor like, well, you want to split the bill, because this damage you guys made the other day, like I heard it, like you were like trying to like push this big like wooden kind of what's the word, furniture, and then you got this scratched, and well, maybe we can split the bill in half. But I'm not gonna be a dick. I will be like, hey, you know, the other day I will see him, I will be like, hey dude, we actually fixed this little thing that I found on the wall. This happened one day that your construction workers actually were trying to pull this furniture, so don't worry about it, I got it fixed. I'm gonna play it nice with them, you know, just to see how he reacts, because he was like making such a scene today morning. I was like, oh my god, if I don't get that fixed, he's gonna cut the cable off. Her wife has this like bright orange Audi, like this how do you pronounce it, like Audi in English, and it's like super bright, it's super funny, like, because those kind of cars, you don't find them in those colors, you actually get them in black, gray, silver. You don't find those cars in those kind of like very harsh colors, and it's so funny because it goes perfect with her personality. It's super funny because it's funny, they went and made a whole complaint before even like knocking on my door and asking and everything. It's like they went the other way around, totally the other way around. But I'm so happy, like, with this internet connection. Wow, like, seriously happy about this. Okay, so now that we got in these little hills right like that, I want to actually start thinking about a little bit of the player path. I want to like actually come here and start pushing a little bit of this height over this, like that. Okay, and I want to push this height over this area as well into there, like this. Just to close these gaps, because this.
How much speed up slash down you got?
500 megabytes symmetrical speed. It's crazy. It's crazy expensive. Like, my dad went crazy with it. I was like, dude, we don't need that much. And we are actually paying for 2 services. And I'm like, well, now you can cancel the other service, which is not their fault. Like, the cable they're using to connect from the electricity pole, let's say, to this apartment is on a 15-year-old cable, and the internet like providers from this new company told me, like, dude, that cable is obsolete. Like, we don't use that like 15 years ago. That's why you don't get any upload speed, because that cable like cuts all the speed that you actually can get from it. No matter how much you pay with that company, is you won't get it.
I see.
So this happens a lot in Costa Rica. Like, the internet provider gets you all the speed, but the little tiny cable.
Coaxial maybe.
Coaxial? What do you mean by that?
Now's everything on fiber.
Yes, it's optical fiber, and it's amazing. Like, whoa, I'm seriously impressed about it. I hope today we get a super heavy rainstorm and thunderstorm and everything, just to see if it actually holds. If it really gives me full speed under these conditions, I see the wind, I see the fog coming in, we're gonna have a heavy storm today. I really wanna test this internet today. Like, I turn the modem off and the router, I turn it off and on, and the internet just goes back in, no problem. The other router takes about 15 minutes to actually reconnect. This guy goes like, there you go.
Coaxial cable is old cable, same as telephone cable, but old times it used for internet.
I remember like the weird noise, like you pick up the phone and your brother is yelling to you, no dude, I'm using the internet, keep that phone down. Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god. It's so nice. I was born in the 90s. I'm 30 years old, so I lived that. I went through black TVs to color TVs to having no internet to having internet. I was right in the right place to see that change, which is something very special. Imagine being a kid now and you have all these technologies, and it's crazy. Like, imagine like being born with like social media and stuff. It's insane. Like, it really changes the psychology of people. It's some crazy topic right there. Yeah, I remember one time yeah.
Similar to me, yeah, I'm 28.
Yeah, I remember this experience I had in Messenger. I don't know if you remember Messenger, where my brother got like gave this friend of his my contact, and this girl like started talking to me, and I was super rude to her, and like I was such a dumb kid. And that's the problem with social media nowadays. Like, you don't see the
Messenger.
no, like Messenger, we like it was called it was I think it was just Messenger. It's like a program. Was it like from, I don't know who was the developer of this program, but the yellow face emojis, the original yellow face emojis come from this program. That's where everything started. The old school yellow face emojis came from here, from this program. I need to look it up. Maybe it's not called Messenger, maybe it's different. I need to look it up. And that was just a text app that you had, and you can like connect to your computer, and you add people and you talk to them, and you had like a bunch of little gifs and a little, maybe not gifs, just images, I think it was. Okay, this is looking nicer. I don't want this gap to go there, so I'm gonna actually flatten this out by pushing this there. Yeah, today I really wanna get something going. This week was full of distractions. Let's just say that, full of distractions. I really wanna just have that very productive day. I miss that, having that productive day where I'm like, yes, today I made some serious progress. And tomorrow I'm gonna take it easy, cause hopefully I will be able to go see a friend. And relax a little bit. But my goal is next week stream every day, 8 hours per day, and keep the schedule, like keep a very strict schedule, really taking advantage of these days.
Take it easy cause it's Saturday.
Yeah, tomorrow is a chill day. Tomorrow is a chill day for me. I usually do work on weekends as well, but tomorrow I kind of wanna take it easy and see if I can go have some sushi with some friends, and yeah, and I will be back on Sunday. I can also take it easy as well and play some Warhammer. I really wanna play some Warhammer. Oh yeah. Warhammer Space Marine 2. Yay. And I have like 3 more days of World of Warcraft subscription, so I kinda need to maybe use that this weekend just to. The storm is coming. Oh yeah. Super nice, like the atmospheric pressure and the fog. You can really feel it when the storm is coming. Yeah, I really need to take advantage of that WoW subscription and play with my cousin a little bit before it ends, because I don't think I'm gonna buy another month. Not after they got 2,550 employees laid off. Jesus Christ. It's crazy. But it kind of makes sense, like the expansion is out, they don't need that many people anymore, everything's on, like running. now they can get people fired, and well, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played WoW, and it's like, you know, it's kind of fun for a couple of hours or a couple of days, and then it's like,
Not looking good. Lots of layoffs this year.
yeah, yeah. The entertainment industry, it's doing very bad, seriously bad. Yeah, it's time to make your own thing, because if you, it's not a good time to actually depend on big companies. It's time to do freelance.
Final Fantasy 14. Laughing face.
Nice. Very nice game. Okay, we got this going around here. I want to make a little space through here for the character to be able to walk around this, so I'm just gonna flatten this out and be like, let's break this, make a little path right there. Boom. Oops, not like that. Is that, oh, I see, the terrain is actually going into the thing. Oops. That was unexpected. When this happens, you just get the ramp tool and click on one point, click on the other point, and make this ramp actually tiny, because I was going crazy with this tool, making it super wide for the riverbeds, and then just add ramp, and it will just break the mountain. Nice, now we can walk through here. And then you go reset, clear that off, and I'm gonna make another path around here. We do have a path, but I'm gonna make another one just in here to cut around there. Double check.
What, I never use ramp LOL.
Ramps are super powerful. Yeah, these guys are like super good to like just cut the terrain. Black. Beautiful, like, and then you go reset and you go erosion and hydro. Those are my favorite tools. You just break the terrain like this.
Thank you for the tips.
My pleasure. Yeah, it's super nice. It's my favorite. And then you just break here, and you can go hydro, even though like we're not supposed to get too much rain. Hydro is an interesting brush. You need to use it very big, and you need to really get the right strength. That's the difficult thing about terrain sculpting. It really depends on the strength, the size of the brush, the size of the terrain, the resolution of the terrain, and how quick you move the brush. So you have a lot of different things that you need to get right for the tools to actually do what you want. It's a little confusing. Not always is, they're not gonna always work the same. So it's kind of nice to just get a little bit more comfortable with them. But once you get a little bit more comfortable with them, you can really achieve some interesting stuff. Maybe not a realistic, I mean, it's not for realistic games, but for like a stylized game, I think this works very cool. You kind of you might want to use height maps if you really want realistic mountains and so on, which is not the point for this game, so it's great.
I did use the erosion a lot.
Yeah, erosion is amazing. I'm gonna use it a lot in the desert area. Wow, I can't believe this internet provider, guys. They got the job done like so quick. I was like, yes, dude, yes. Now we can cancel the other service and save some money, because that other service is absolute beep. Yeah. The other service is that kind of guy that just comes, plugs the cable, and it's like, well, have a good one. And these other guys are like, well, that cable, it doesn't really work. If you want to actually get the right speed that you're paying for, we need to do this kind of installation.
You can stream in 4K now. LOL.
I think we can do it. I think it's gonna be a little bit harsh on my computer, but I'm thinking about getting a 4080, because they have a new encoder for the 4080. Pirate Software was talking about this. You have a new encoder, open source encoder for the 4080, and it's going to be super beautiful for streaming. You will be able to get like serious quality on it. And it's gonna be better for the computer, it's gonna be better for quality, and it's gonna be an open source encoder, so Twitch is not going to be paying anybody for the encoder. It's gonna be nicer for everybody, which is great news. But I don't really need that card for anything else.
That encodes straight to AV1's YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, that's AV1. Yeah, I think that's the format. That's the newest format for streaming, and people say that it's just crispy good, like crispy clear. I don't know if that's a term, but like, I love this terrain. It's looking sweet. Yay! Little by little, I like sculpting terrain. It's like feels very it's kind of fun to do. And it's 2 p.m. I'm getting hungry. It would be so nice to have like a pizza oven right here, right next to me, which I can actually set up. I mean, that'll be crazy. My parents will come to the apartment like, what is this? What are you doing here? Imagine having like a pizza oven and a fountain machine, and like, that'll be fun. It's like maybe two. I'm just exaggerating a little bit. Let's see. Erosion right there. I kind of want to have some pizza, but it takes like an hour to get some pizza. And I do have a lot of food that I need to cook in my apartment. Imagine like just having like a it's a little bit too much, but imagine like having have you seen that Simpsons they have this episode where Bart Simpson gets a toilet inside his sofa, so he's just sitting like right in the living room using the toilet. Like, what? That'll be too much. I will get banned from YouTube. That's like, dude, like, I'm sorry, but your account has been banned for not following the community guidelines. I mean, I'm joking. But what I'm not joking about is that I do need to do some exercise. I haven't done any exercise these days, which is not so sweet. And today is gonna be rainy.
So no need to go anywhere yet. Eat, poop and stream in one place.
Yeah. That'll be crazy. He just put like an ad break on stream. So like the whole screen goes like into an ad break, like a Pirate Software does, and then like you do your thing, whatever, and then you continue. That's a possibility. That's insane. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. It's easier just to go.
And then you forgot to mute the mic.
That's so funny. This mic is so directional, like this little mic right here. So like, if I just put it away from me, like it doesn't even sound that well. It's very, very directional. Like all my friends in Discord, it's like, dude, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. Get close to your mic. And I'm like, I just move myself a little bit closer, and it's like, oh, now I can hear you.
I see.
It's super directional. It's a nice mic. It's just that you need to learn how to use it. Now I understand why there's some like YouTube videos where they have like their mic like right in their nose. Like, it's like, why are they doing that? And well, it makes sense. You really need to have it somewhere like this and as close as possible, so it really captures the best quality of voice possible. Some people, like, you cannot even see their face, they have it like right there. Some other people have a boom microphone that goes like on top of them and is off the camera. I kind of like it, have it on camera, but just like a tiny bit like this, so it's close enough. I am actually using this thing, which I put the mic on. It's kind of funny, like it's like a risotto, kind of like this kind of rice thing. I put the mic in there like this. It's super funny, like it's the right height. Not too big, so it gets uncomfortable to block my view, but I think it's good enough. Also, yeah, you need to project your voice a little bit more. Sometimes when you get sleepy and stuff, you start like talking like very softly, and you need to project your voice a little bit better, so the mic captures it better. But not too much, because you don't want to damage your throat. Yo, how are you, Tautara? Remember, if you guys are looking at the vertical stream, there is a horizontal stream as well on my YouTube, which is the same stream but with menus. So if you're interested in the educational part of this, you can check the horizontal stream as well, or whatever you feel more comfortable in. Sometimes
I did get a mic with an arm. It helps a lot when I move. I just moved the mic.
Oh yeah, I would like to have one of those big arms that you can like push around. That'll be super sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time in this apartment, but when I go back to my parents' house, I will set up my streaming room right. I'm gonna set up my cameras.
Tell about your project.
This is going to be an open world RPG game. This is like a big island. Right now I turned off a lot of the foliage because I'm using PCG, the procedural content generator, to spawn static meshes all over the place. And I turned off the water, I turned off the fog and a lot of things just for performance. And right now I'm trying to work on the terrain to make it look sweet. This project is I'm working with other two people, so I'm just the environment artist, and I don't exactly know what kind of game is this going to be, but I know that it's going to be some kind of
Nice
RPG.
environment layouts.
Oops. I used the wrong brush. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of biomes. I'm trying to create something like similar to World of Warcraft, but in low poly style, using a lot of Polygon Cinti assets. I don't know if you know those guys. Very popular asset developer. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to do something stylized. I haven't worked on a stylized environment since I actually started using Unreal Engine. I started with Unreal when it was version 4.25. I started using 4.24, I guess, or 25, so, something like that. I started using Unreal, and then I always wanted to do something realistic because I found out about the
Yeah, I use a lot SYNTY assets too.
yeah, Cinti is nice. I don't know if I'm pronouncing their name right, but super cool assets. I really like that style, and I do want to create my own assets on that style specifically for this game, so we can actually have some original stuff and make it look super cool. I'm thinking about war zeppelins, like I imagine Avatar the Airbender. Yeah, I don't know if you know that series from Nickelodeon. A little bit old.
I'm almost done with one of my environment projects.
That's super nice. Yeah, if you wanna share your progress or get feedback, you can definitely get into the Discord and share images. There are other environment artists and artists in general, and that'll be super cool to check out. And don't be shy, because it's always nice to get early feedback on your work. It's super nice to get early feedback.
Yeah, we watch Airbender.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite series. I saw that like 3 or 4 times. Really like that. And it's like it has like a nice message behind it. Like a lot of things that you might not understand as a kid, but then if you go back as an older, let's say if you analyze those messages when you get older, it's kind of interesting. I remember this episode where there was like a lot of rivers going down little ponds, and they got stuck, so all the energy got stuck, and they go and they clean the ponds, and the energy just flows through the ponds.
Have fun.
Have a great one. Thank you so much for hanging out. And the energy just flowed through the ponds, and it was super cool stuff. Like really, I kind of want to make like a quest or something that is related to that in this game, like having like a river blocked with like some like, I don't know, wood or whatever, and then you need to clean up the ponds, and then the water flows and you get water back to the village and stuff. That'll be very nice. Okay, let's check this out. Let's smooth this a little bit. Alright, nice. Okay, alright, I think this is a nice landscape. I'm kind of happy with this. And I'm going to start spawning some actual foliage on this. Let's get going. I like this burnt area. Finally getting some progress. Oh yeah. It's been a long time since I don't see progress on this project. We got to import a lot of things, and we got a lot of technical issues to fix and stuff like that. And finally, I'm getting back into the artistic side of things. So it's time to actually get a look at how things are coming. So let's open the Burn Forest PCG graph connected right here, and let's start actually spawning things right there. So we got our forest right here. Then I want to paint the little things as well. These rocks are a little bit too bright. I want to change the texture for something more like this gray color, darker gray. And now I want to play from here. Hopefully it's not gonna take so much time to play, since we have a very small PCG environment. Takes about 10 seconds. There you go. Cool. Let's see, do we have actually yeah, okay, collisions that okay, yep, that's gonna impact performance big time. And the grass is actually very big, which is not bad actually. You can make it a little smaller, and I like how it feels from the player perspective. It's just a matter of creating a little bit more of variation, little paths, and yeah, making this look super nice. Great, we are moving forward, because today the goal is to make an lava dungeon that starts here and goes through the mountains into this area right here. I want to combine this area with the dungeon area, fuse them together, and make an actual player path that goes from one side to the other. Also, I need to connect this landscape to this area right here, so I can actually make the beach area. Okay, yeah, we got some work to do, and I really want to work on the desert area. Oh yeah, really want to work on the desert area. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I'm not gonna get distracted on this, and then I wanna spawn all the foliage on all the rivers and all the sea and everything, so we can get a better look at it. Today I wanna like give it a little what's the word, that kind of like quality check, you know, like if I were to like actually share this with my client, I want to like take it to that like presentable level, like, oh well, it's not finished, but things are working together, and there's nothing like there's nothing like out of place, like, oh dude, don't look at that area, oh dude, don't go in there. No, I want to give it like an overall kind of nice feel to the thing, so it's like everything feels a little bit more connected. Okay, let me think. First thing I want to try doing is getting the collisions off. Okay, so we're gonna try to get the collisions from this foliage. This foliage is called dried grass, and we're gonna get all this dried grass. Just make sure that it's static mesh. Okay, and here we're gonna go right click, asset actions, edit in selection, property matrix, right click, asset actions, edit in property matrix. Yes, and then I'm going to select everything here and select everything here. Select it. Oh, never stream. No, I'm sorry. That's not the thing I wanted to select. Just select everything, and then let's go to collision. Right, collision, and we don't want any collision. So collision enabled, we say no collision. And when it says collision profile, we write no collision right there. Just make sure it's properly written. No collision, no collision. Collision complexity, project default. I think those are the settings that we need. Asset import data, multiple options. No, that we don't touch that. Collision complex, none. Complex collision mesh, there's none. Okay, and I think this, hopefully, this should allow us to get rid of the grass collisions. Collision response disabled, and I believe this is gonna allow us to walk through the grass. Sometimes there's another setting that I'm not sure where it is that I need to disable to actually walk through the grass, because we don't want collision on the grass for performance issues and for just there you go. Now we can walk around the grass. Now the grass is actually invisible. It's now we are a ghost that can walk through grass. Okay, and I'm getting a little bit of jumps on the floor. What is this? I'm getting a little bit jumpy. What is this? Is it the terrain or? Interesting. These big plants, they can have collision, no problem. This thing can have collision. This one can too. And my computer is lagging like I don't understand. Are these textures so heavy or what it is? I still don't understand why this foliage is so heavy on my PC. It's really lagging, which is interesting. There's nothing else enabled. I don't get it. I think I need to start doing some optimization profiling and actually seeing where the problem is, because there's something happening here with this grass. This grass, like, for some reason is getting my computer very stuck. That's very interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with that right now. I just want to see how it feels with the PCG volume at the right size, and let's see if my computer can take it, and from there I will start optimizing. Let's see if we can actually push this volume to the whole area to see if we can actually populate this area completely with these meshes. Let's use the burnt forest thing, the PCG graph, and I want to go to the stones, the big rocks right here, and I want to change the transform point, and let's make them a little smaller, 2.5 minimum to 4 maybe 3, a little bit smaller. Yeah, we want a little bit smaller stones. That's good. Now I'm going to disconnect the get landscape data, so we break the PCG. No need for that now. And we are going to select this PCG node right here, which is burn PCG forest. Okay, and we're going to actually scale this up a little bit, which definitely doing it by hand is not the way. We're gonna find the actual scale on the green axis, take the lock off and go here and be like 1000. Too much. 800. 600. Oops, 600. And let's rotate. This is gonna be a very big environment. Maybe yeah, I don't know, like this is a very big volume. I don't know if my computer is gonna take this. With some splines we can cut off the other areas that are not going to be visible, and we can save performance on that. That's one way. Okay, let's try it out. I'm gonna like actually try to find the sweet spot on how to align this box. 1000, and the thickness is gonna be 500. That's just about right there. Great. Now let's just look at my PC burning, because this is gonna be a little bit too much for my PC. For some reason, like, I've dealt with bigger areas, but maybe this grass has a lot of material complexity. I kinda wanna check. I have this expectation. I like this texture on the landscape, but I have this this idea that the grass is the one that is actually messing it up, and they have no world. How do you call that? World displacement? No, it's let me check this out. Dried grass. Yeah, this grass. Let's go open this up, and this material base. Is a base. Okay, this is an instance of the mother material, and the parent has no world position offset, which is what makes the foliage move. So I mean, it's just basically color, metal, roughness, emissive. It shouldn't be that expensive. Doesn't look that complex. And it's just referring to a trim sheet or a atlas. I think it's a trim sheet actually. This is just a trim sheet that you pick whatever color gradation you want from the same thing. So anyways, let's spawn this and check if it works. Yep. Also, I want to change the color of these mountains. Let's browse to asset, and actually we got the, let's browse the material actually, and let's drop it into this 2, 3 and 4 and yeah, this 3 four mountains. Let's just drop it here, boom, and change the color of that, and here we can drop it as well right there, so we can make everything gray in here. It's gonna be, now it starts looking much nicer. Oh yeah, gray and brown and lava colors, and these kind of western, kind of dry desert stones, they don't belong in this environment. Not really. We need to change those for sure to make them look like this kind of volcano gray. And well, let's go with the PCG and let's just see what happens. Let's go PCG burnt forest. Right, let's just come right here and let the PC just burn. Okay, let's see. It's gonna take a little bit to load. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's not taking that long. Oh my god, yes. Good, 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 good. We have 70% done. Wow. Very impressive. For such a big landscape. Whoa, hey, I think we got it. Okay, let's save. Hey, it's allowing me to actually move. Let's save this up. Okay, can I move the viewport? Okay, good. Let's go closer. Oh, wow. Nice. Beautiful, like procedural repetition everywhere. Why don't we have actually things spawning here? They're just spawning on some areas and they're not going under that. Oh, the volume is cut there. Interesting, the volume is cut so they don't spawn outside the volume, which is kind of cool because we can get I think it's the height of the volume, and then they stop spawning, which is also a nice way to optimize a little bit. And here in the river we're gonna have a spline that cuts the things, and inside the mountains and the mountains and everything, we're gonna cut all of those little things. This is where the volume ends. Hey, this is very nice. It's actually running good. We do want some trees to be bigger, some smaller, so we're gonna keep on playing with that. Just want to actually spawn some rivers. Let's see if it actually... I want to make a little test for performance. Yeah, let's actually get the rivers going. Great. Okay, we got this going. Nice. Now I want to get the oceans going, which is this is where the thing gets little laggy. The ocean. Yep, I can feel it. Yep, it's the ocean. I need to really find out. I think I'm gonna use the simple plain ocean. Okay, now we got some oceans, but we have this ocean that disappears with the camera. Yep, not exactly what we want because it looks terrible, but we want to get this one, which is the water circle, which is just a plane. I'm gonna fix this today because I get and here we're gonna make the landscape for this jungle area, which I want to modify anyways. It's no problem. And this cube right here is just the parent cube, so I can move everything from that cube. Everything, this big environment is parented to this jungle environment, is parented to this cube, so if I move it, I can move everything together. It's so nice. Let's see, let's find a box. Not a box. I kind of want to just create a new material, which is gonna be an invisible material. I usually do this when I want to hide stuff, like this box. I just name this M invisible. Okay, and we open this material up. Oops, come on, don't be... Okay, right here, material invisible, and we just make it like a translucent, and we press 3 to get a vector color, and this goes to opacity, and that's it. I think that makes it invisible. Yep, black is used for transparency. So now if we apply this to the cube material, it goes invisible. Absolutely nice. Now it's invisible, we can check it out. Good. Okay, beautiful. Now let's keep on spawning. We have the ocean. I'm not gonna spawn the actually this little Viking island. I'm just gonna hide as well. Viking Island, which is not parented to, it's not grouped. So actually I'm just gonna select the folder and go select all descendants, and I think that I can just hide them with H. There you go, disappear that island, don't really need it right now. And the floating dungeons that I had around there, also I'm just gonna keep them hidden, so to get a better idea of the island. Here I want to work the landscape, super nice. Okay, cool, now we only have one landscape, which it's super nice. Really want to work with one landscape, no more. And let's spawn all the PCG graphs. So we have the green forest, let's go spawn this, and then we have the jungle biome, so let's just spawn it. We got the orange forest, let's spawn this forest, and then we got the swamp environment, my favorite. Let's spawn this up. Let's close everything. We have the river rocks PCG. This is not using the surface sampler or the landscape information, so that's no problem. It's not causing any performance issues. Now, oh yeah. Now let's see if my computer can take this. Is okay. Okay, let it. Let's give it a second to think. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this PC can take this, because now we're getting into some performance. Oof. Oof, yeah. Too much stuff. The jungle, the other thing. Oof, we have this little forest that, well, it's just very small. Yep, my computer is like, no, I cannot take this. Come on, Unreal. You can, oh, where are my waterfalls? My beautiful waterfalls. Let's look them up. Waterfall. Yay, I found them. Waterfall. Let's get them around here. Waterfalls, which is gonna impact performance as well. But let's go heavy with everything we got right here. And that's it. I think that's the environment so far. Beautiful waterfalls. Let's give it a second for the computer to breathe and try to compile everything. Good. Oof. I'm getting some heavy frame.
Fellow long-hair Unreal developer.
How are you? Oh, where's the rivers? I'm missing my rivers. Underwater screen effect? Okay, what? Okay, river? Where are my rivers? My rivers, I lost my... which is not river, it's water. My water... There you go. I'm missing some water right here, which is... I think this is the one that I'm missing. Let's see. Oh no, that's under the Viking Island. It's the cartoon water lake. This is the one. So let's turn it on. And then the pirate. No, I'm not gonna turn the pirate islands because this is just gonna blow up. Let's see. Yeah, let's keep the pirate islands off because they are not ready to be shown. Okay. Yeah, we're getting some serious frame drops right here. But it's okay. We're gonna fix it. I think that the water and I think that the PCG is what is really harming performance. We're gonna find a solution for it. Well, just look at this. It's crazy populated with static meshes from PCG, foliage actors, a bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah, we got some serious frame drops. I need to... Oh. Yeah. I thought this low poly environment was going to be easy to deal with. Well, not really. You need to also think about performance all the time. And yeah, we have some serious frame drops. I'm gonna look for some tutorials because I know we can turn PCG into static meshes, and I think I'm gonna try nanite. I think I'm gonna just try to nanite the whole thing just to...
Do this map as a world partition.
No, I'm not using world partition. I used world partition in the past and I'm not a fan of world partition. Like, it's just yeah. Hey Ninja, how are you? It's it was super painful to work with world partition. I don't know, maybe we were doing something wrong, but I worked with some people using world partition, and the main developer just came one day and said, well, we are not using world partition anymore. It just gave problems, and we couldn't make it look nice, you know. It was like, it was cool enough, like disappearing meshes back in the distance that were not supposed to disappear, and it was unloading meshes all the time.
Just getting done with work.
Oh, nice. That's amazing. I'm actually just why is it? I want this smooth...
I don't like world partition either.
Transition. Yeah, I really tried using it and I couldn't make it work. We couldn't make it work, and I'm talking about like a full team with 2 programmers that were very like capable, smart people, and we couldn't get to make it work right. And for me as an artist, the thing that frustrated me a lot was the unloading of static meshes. So I was placing assets all the way, and I was building environments, and I was set dressing, and then I was like, I'm very sure I placed a tree right there, and then I placed another tree because I thought, you know, for some reason it disappeared, and then when everything got loaded, we had both trees on the same position, and it was like, it was very kind of weird to work with. Actually, the developer of this project, he's thinking of not even using Luminar.
World partition. What is your plan to create a larger world?
We're gonna have loading levels. Just go old school. You enter this zone. We have a vista, so we're gonna have you will be able to see this, right? Cool, no problem. But when you get close to this, there's a volume, and then you actually load this level. So we're gonna have everything segmented into levels. That's like old games used to do it, right? So you have like a fake imposter, let's say, view of this forest, like the swamp environment. It's like, oh, okay, there's the swamp, but whenever you go through this little piece, it loads the level. So loading screens, yeah, with very beautiful art for them. I think that's the great solution. There's no need like to load this whole environment at the same time. There's no need for it. It's not like you are able to interact with the whole thing, so why do you want to load it? It's not like you will be able to like fly around like this in the game. We do want to have flying mounts and boats and so on, but it's not like you will be able to just fly around like at this velocity wherever, you know. Yeah, burn forest. Yay. Oh, let's play the burn forest. I want to see how it feels before I go for food, because I'm kind of hungry. Hey, what happened here? Is this how it was? I think... oh yeah, I forgot. I moved the whole environment, the landscape, on the z-axis, because I was trying to make it reach the ocean level, so the actual rivers can actually go out from up the mountain down to the lowest area here, down out to the ocean. This is the whole thing. I really wanted to have this beautiful kind of transition between the rivers to the ocean, which I really want to work out nicely. Right there. So what is this? This looks like
From my understanding, with this game you will be moving around with a single character, so you won't be able to see the entire map anyway, so there is no need to see all of it.
Yeah, you're correct. Let me play a little bit for you, so you get a better understanding of what the player camera.
You're gonna be around later on Discord.
Yeah. I'm trying to stream today as much as possible, because this week was a little bit filled with distractions, like very bad internet, then little things like these this Asian lady who was trying to scam me. And then we got the internet provider situation, and then today we got the internet provider situation again, which we managed to fix. And I haven't had those 8 hours of good progress. I mean, I'm missing that, you know. And if everything goes well, I should be able to get a contract soon. So I don't know how much time will I have free for streaming and stuff, which is a bummer, because I really wanna, like, unfortunately, like, I really want to stream every day, but now with this new job, it's not gonna. I won't be able to. And the channel, like, is actually gaining a lot of traction, and like people are actually like coming up into the stream, and it's actually going very well. So it's gonna be a little tough on the channel as well. It's gonna take a nice hit, you know. And YouTube, you know, to get monetized on YouTube, you need to get 4,000 watch hours per year, meaning that you, in 1 year, you need to achieve that. It's a continuous year, right? So it counts from today back 365 days. So I've gotten like almost 1,000, so I'm like very close to get 3,000, and with 3,000 you can start actually getting some interesting perks, and you can start like actually making memberships and super chats and so on and so forth. And I really wanna try to push that, because if not, it will be like starting over and over and over. And it's like
very, very cool. You have a backpack attached to the character. I just saw a previous stream last night and wanted to watch all of them, so I haven't seen all the progress, but this is great.
I appreciate it. Yeah, my streams are usually very boring. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like interacting with people a lot, because it's like a very small kind of. I have a very small channel.
Helps me learn by just watching someone else who has experience.
Yeah, I'm also learning a lot. It's not like I know everything, but it's super cool to be able to share the process and actually get a lot of feedback from people. Oh no, I fell down. Oh, oh my god, I'm under the rock. This feels like so like. And we have like 2 water volumes. Like, hey, we have this one there, then the other one is such a mess, and we can even walk on top of this. Like, it has collision.
Don't sell yourself short. Watching you go through this is extremely educational to us.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really wanna find out how to do get advantage of my schedule, right? Like, I should be able to, like, I know many other people have done it before. Like, they have a full-time.
Water, LOL.
Yeah. Walking on water. We're gonna get the underwater post-process material and stuff. Let me walk around this area to see how it feels. It's absolutely repetitive and a little bit boring, but we're gonna get a little bit of hand placement, a little bit of splines to cut out some pieces. And there's this trick that actually Ninja shared with me, that you can paint the landscape and spawn like static meshes on the paint layers, and I want to try that out for sure. And I'm gonna check the video, the PCG video you sent me. I'm gonna check it as soon as I get as soon as I cut this stream and get my food. I'm gonna sit down and check it, because I really wanna see how can I improve this. Wow, it takes like 30 seconds to load the character. Like, that's a little bit too much. So it's kinda...
You should remove the other water, maybe that's why it's lagging.
Water is causing... Hey babe, what's up? Yeah, we have a lot of water. I'm going to like really think about what water are we using. The pirate pack comes with a very nice water, which I think I can definitely use. I think the water that is causing the problem and is the stylized cartoon water, which is very big.
I found some extremely interesting things out with experimenting with PCG today.
I would like to know everything about it, Ninja, for sure. I definitely like. We should make like a PCG. We should make like a PCG club or something. That would be super fun. I wanna take the collisions out of these little like palm, like skinny palm trees, because it's like it doesn't let me walk through. And I'm gonna make the variation. I'm gonna make the grass way smaller, because I don't wanna have like tall grass in here. Yeah, actually let's do it right now.
We shouldn't worry about the water and the light yet. That should come later.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's just that since I'm working on the landscape, and landscapes have to do a lot with the terrain, like and the rivers kind of curve out the terrain. I thought that it will be nice to have an idea or where the rivers are going to go through, because it gives a lot of it makes it like nicer for me to see how I'm going to break the environment. But yeah, water is not a priority right now. You see, like for example here, we have like the water coming from the mountains down to this little area, down to this other town, down to the lowest area of the environment, which on the lowest area we're going to have a swamp environment, which makes sense, right? Usually they are on the lowest area, they can like hold that water there. And then we have this river going out into the ocean, which I think is super nice, because like animals can be like drinking water here and stuff. We can have like bridges all over the place, and so it kind of like has to do a lot with the composition of the environment, right? But when it comes to water materials, we don't need them right now. It's not something that I should be focusing on. You see, so we have another river that goes out to the ocean, and it makes the whole thing feel much more realistic, meaning that we have water from the mountains going down, going out to the ocean, and it really feels kind of nice. Like it really feels like things are supposed to work, right? And I think all this snow environment, I'm gonna like make it green, because we're gonna have like a Viking island back in the north. So I think having snow so close to the other areas might not make sense. And
trees, grass, and other environment meshes, are you creating them in Blender, 3ds Max, or are you guys using asset packs?
no, all of this.
Modeling everything in Blender, but might buy a few asset packs.
No, everything is these are Polygon asset packs, like the company Cinti, and then we have asset packs from the Unreal Engine marketplace that were given by free, like during these. I've been collecting them for a long time, so we do have a lot of assets from from other developers and stuff, but the idea is to modify the assets, like changing the materials, separating the meshes, rebuilding, making our own prefabs, and then when we get a good world building, like when we get something interesting going, then I will start creating our own assets in Blender or Maya, and we can actually start making the whole thing more original. So I want to create like very interesting like war zeppelins, creatures and stuff that nobody else will have, that will make the game look like different. And then when it comes to the materials, when it comes to the textures, I also want to create materials and textures so we can separate the visual style a little bit, not the style, but maybe the separate ourselves from these asset packs. We don't want people to look at this and be like, oh, I can do that myself. Oh wow, oh well, I know those assets. This is just an asset flip. Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
That's a great idea to save time modeling, because I could spend days modeling everything myself and reflecting time in Unreal as well.
You don't want to model everything. You don't want to model everything. That's not the way. That's not the way. You want to model only things that are very important and that are very hard to find, right? For example, I want like a Wind Waker pig walking around, and I want to make it like very special, very different from anything else I've seen. I want like tropical animals that I haven't seen before, and I want to modify them a little bit, and I want to make them special, so I'm gonna like model them myself. You know, I want like some specific foliage for this area, so I'm gonna make it myself. So it's kind of nice because we are using like the polysynthesis style, and I do want to find I do want to create assets that will attach to that style. And okay, we have a little problem here with the slope is too big, and here we need to cut the thing out. I moved a little bit the terrain, so now we have plants everywhere, which looks kind of cool actually, but I do want to cut it out a little bit, not too obviously. I don't want to be like, here's the path that you need to follow. No, I kind of want to like make it like explorable as well, which is kind of nice. This foliage I don't like, it looks like a surfboard. We have plants like this in Costa Rica, but the yellow border goes into the yellow lines go into the border, they don't go in the center. This looks like a surfboard, and I don't really like this. We need to change that texture to make them look like a nice gradient between the edges and the center. I actually was looking at a plant like this today, and I was like, I want to change this. Good thing I live in Costa Rica and we have a lot of foliage, a lot of beautiful tropical plants. It's one of the most biodiverse places on Earth, which is kind of insane to think about. So for reference, it's amazing. So yeah, the project is actually running not so bad. The problem comes with the water.
Consider this low poly, the environment looks very good.
I appreciate it. I kind of like this style a lot, seriously. Like I always wanted to do something stylized, and it reminds me of like Legos for some reason. Like maybe not so much like a Lego, but it kind of like really I don't know. Yeah, it makes me feel like playing with Legos. So it's going to be interesting because we have some asset packs that do have painted textures, and I'm like, the problem with painted textures is that these assets are very specific. You cannot modify them, you cannot stretch them, you cannot play with them too much. So I think we need to keep this style going. This style that has no texture or very minimal texture. It's just like almost just like color and color gradients. I think this is like a very nice thing. I think that it's gonna be very nice. For example, these trees right here, it's totally a different style right there. This is more of a how do you call this? Shell? Two shell shading, something like that is called. It breaks the thing like in two colors, two tones.
I noticed a lot of people I know who played with Legos as a kid ended up on either game development, 3D modeling, or engineering.
Yeah, I love Legos as a kid, and it feels like building a Lego. I'm not gonna lie. Like being an environment artist, you you basically need to work with modularity a lot. You need to use the same pieces to create original things, and Legos actually do that very well. Like if you actually study Legos, you can like really come up with some interesting stuff. It's very interesting. Like Legos are very cool thing. Like I think that every kid should play Legos. It's a very nice thing. Yeah, I used to build like crazy things when I was a kid. I like Bionicles and Technic Legos as well. Yeah, it's so nice. Super cool. And I actually bought a Lego a couple of months ago. A Technic Lego. It was fun. Super hard to build. It took me like so long to follow the instructions properly and stuff. Let's look for this tree. Okay, let's go willow. And here I want to come to these trees, and I'm going to basically just go one by one since they are very small. I'm just gonna open them up here, and I think these are the ones that I'm referencing.
When Bionicle came out for the first time, everyone wanted one.
Yeah, you were the cool kid in school when you had a Bionicle. My favorite ones were the ones that like were able to convert in a little ball, like the beast ones, and then you press a button and their head goes like this, and then you open the little head and they had a little mask inside. Mind blowing. It's the most creative Bionicle ever. I love them like so much. I had the green one, the blue one, and the white one. They were so cool, and then you can put them back in their case and you can attach them from this little piece, and they kind of hang like a little
Yeah, and the head opens and had the mask. Ha ha ha.
yeah, like, and you can hang them in their case like a bat. When you know a bat in a cave, it hangs from its feet, head down, so it looked like a bat. It was such a cool toy. Like I still have them. I kind of need to, like, when I get back to my parents' house, I will make like a nice case behind me so people can see all my Bionicles, because I have them all, and I'm gonna like post them very nicely and like light them up. That'll be nice. I really like those things, and I still have them. Okay, so we're gonna go to collision, and we're gonna go block all, no collision, project default. Collision enabled. Is this a static mesh? I see. Oops. We want the static mesh. So not the foliage static mesh. This is confusing because we have static meshes and foliage static meshes. So you don't want to confuse those, because sometimes you are changing the settings on something, but it's not actually what you need. Collision. Okay, so we're gonna get collision, no collision project default. Okay, and here we're gonna just type collision again and get collision. Why is this like this? Convex elements, like what? Do they seriously have? I've never seen this before. Why do they have so many indexes? Okay, use complex as simple. Okay, default project, no collision. That's what we need. There you go. Okay, here as well. 17 elements, convex elements. Are these physics or something? Huh, that's interesting. Let's go no collision, project default, no collision project default, and here also no collision. I don't want to get stuck on those little plants. collision, block all. There you go, no collision, and project default. I think those are the two that really will allow us to just walk through here. Great. And I think the rocks and the big trees, they can have collision, because then it will look very weird to actually be able to walk around like through them. So let's get this. It takes about 20 to 30 seconds to load. Sometimes, for some reason, the character appears, not even the character, the camera goes to the center of the environment. Sometimes when I go play from here and click on a PCG node, it just teleports me to the center of the world, which is kinda interesting. I still don't know why it does that. So I need to pick up like a different area like this, and then just click here and play. It happens with the PCG graph elements. That happens, which this rock is a PCG element. Might not be the right place to start from. Yeah, it takes about 20-30 seconds. Just want to check those collisions, and I think I'm gonna go have some food and come back. And yeah, I really wanna get the beach area. I want to get the okay, we got some texture streaming pool. Okay, let me see. Yeah, oh no, we can still collide with them. Oh no. There's a hidden setting that I didn't change. Yep, we got stuck on those plants. Yeah, we're gonna get those collisions fixed, because this is the perfect plan to get tangled in. It's like you get inside here and it's like, oh no, I cannot move around. Oh no, oh no. It's the perfect plan to like really get a player mad. Like, oh my god, I cannot go through this. Oh no. I do want to have a teleport stone. So if you do get stuck, you can teleport back to a town or something, because you will get stuck. No, like there's no way to avoid that in an open world. Wow, those shadows look very nice. The silhouette look very interesting. Yeah, I want to make the grass smaller, take these collisions out. Why? I'm just gonna take the filter off and just double check, is there a static mesh foliage, or do we have only static meshes? I think it's just static meshes. Let's go static mesh and actually find these, and let's open them up with the asset actions, editing property matrix. Okay, here I just want to select these three and go to collision, and we want a collision response disabled. I found you. That's the little option I was messing up. There you go, collision response disabled. There's no collision. Now also that we are here, I kind of want to just go into the PCG graph, go PCG burnt forest, take the static mesh filter off, and here I kind of want to go back to my twist, no, my grass. Let's call this dried grass. Let's make it as specific as possible. Dried grass. And here I want to make the transform points. Let's make it smaller actually. Let's make it 5 and 5 in here. Is it going to be too small? Let's make it maybe, yeah, I don't want to make it too small because then it's not gonna be visible. Let's try 4 minimum, 5 maximum. Let's save. Okay, it's gonna recalculate the PCG graph, I mean the foliage, and yeah, it's actually doing it very quick. And the thing became very boring because we don't have any foliage on the ground, which is kind of okay for a burnt forest, right? We don't want to have that much foliage on a burnt forest. Doesn't make sense. I kind of like this, but these little palm trees, which are called willow, how are these called? These are called like willow something. It makes sense because of the long kind of hair thing. Let's modify those little, I call them, where is it? Willow thin lava palm tree bushes. Okay, I just wanna transform, and I'm gonna make them smaller, just tiny bit smaller. Let's go 0.75 as minimum to 1. So we are pushing them 0.5 points down in scale. So let's see, we should be able to get this smaller. Okay, let's give it a second. Just thinking a little bit. I don't see the progression bar though. Okay, now they got the smaller. Nice, nice, yay, awesome. It's kind of cool. Okay, can we move now? I think we can move. Yep, it's just a matter of playing with the density, the noise, and just being careful not to like explode your computer. These rocks look kind of nice, but they're too. I would like them to be the same color of the ground. It's kind of nice. We can have them have a little gradient. Okay, cool. Now let's just play a little bit here and see how it feels. And I think I'm going to go for some food and continue with this. Really wanna get the lava dungeon connected to the lava area. Get the pirate beach area. I wanna get the water solved, not solved, but replaced the very expensive water with the other water solution that I found, just to see how it looks and see how it works. Rivers are good, rivers are not expensive, and I want to work on the desert environment. I'm very excited about the desert environment and connecting the mine to the desert environment. I kind of want to. Do we still have collisions here? Like, are you joking? Like, I thought, yeah, we touched every setting possible. Now, you see, like, I can jump on this tree. Like, come on, dude. You're not supposed to be stepping on that. You're not supposed to be jumping on a little lava palm tree. Okay, this looks nice. I kind of like this. It's too much. I'm gonna take some of these trees out. We don't want to, and I'm gonna cluster them together with the noise attribute on procedural content generator graph. Okay, alright, for this is the last attempt. I'm going to try this because I don't understand what setting is not allowing me to take the collisions off these trees. And I'm gonna find all of this family and I'm just gonna like look it up like that, and here I'm going to select these ones. I'm gonna open them one by one actually, and this, let's just find collision. I see. Alright, it's separated into convex elements. Okay. I see. That's the thing I was talking about. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no collision. Yeah, this I think this is made for physics, to separate each piece of the thing so they can move when you walk around, or maybe each little piece of the foliage has like a little like low poly collision box or something. That might be the case. So if I go no collision on this bunch of little things, which I don't know if I can change at once, I should be able to just walk through this. No collision, no collision, no collision. Okay, let's go no collision, no collision. Okay, cool. Right there. No collision. Right there. Let's save. And I'm going to do the same here. I see 19 different things. I haven't seen this thing on any other mesh. This is the first time I've seen this. This type of collision. And the only way I think about why somebody will do this way is because to interact with the player movement, so the plant can move when you actually touch it, which it will be super nice to have areas where you can do that with the character. That'll be super nice. I always wanted to do that effect. Okay, so we have that, and here we do have convex elements. Let's just go no collision, no collision, no collision, no collision, no collision, no collision. And no collision. Okay, let's save. Save. You see, it doesn't give me that setting here. You cannot change all settings in the property matrix. You cannot change materials, you cannot change these convex collision indexes, and there are many other things that you cannot change in the property matrix, which is kind of nice for some things but not for everything. And now okay, let's try it one more time. Now let's go PCG content, and here I'm going to go to burnt forest and try to change the noise from the willow thin lava palm tree bushes attribute noise. Let's see, we can change the seed, but I want to change the noise, so we can actually have them spawn a little bit less, with less density. Okay, let's see. Yep. Is it loading? I guess it's thinking. Yeah, it's just a very big PCG volume. That's why it takes some time. There you go. Okay. Actually, I got more of them spawned. It was the other way around. 6. Okay. That's funny. Okay. Just gonna change this and see if actually we got the collision off. And that's it for now. I have some very interesting like spikes and goblin kind of props that I want to put in here. I want to make like enemy camps in this area. Nice, that's what I want. Less foliage. Good. The higher the number on noise maximum is gonna give me a little bit less of foliage. Okay, cool. Let's move this little pin a little bit nicer like this. Let's just save and close and save and save. And we got a little bit of a similar result, but I do see them less frequently, which is nice. And I do need a bigger variation in size, but I'm not gonna touch the PCG graph now. I'm going to just check collisions and have some food. Because it's time to have some food. It's getting very cloudy. I want to check this internet connection with a good thunderstorm. With a very heavy thunderstorm and like lighting and everything to really see if it holds. Okay, cool. Now let me walk through. Yes. Now I can walk through foliage. Yay. Okay, they had a different setting right there. Collisions are very interesting. They can be set in many different ways. Cool. We do want to make them smaller though. I don't want this to be like so high. We can actually change it, give it more variation. We can have like big ones and smaller ones. So I need to change the maximum scale and the minimum and make them actually very far away from each other. So we can get like little tiny palm trees and then the other ones. Okay, this is looking interesting. I do need some player paths. I do need to paint some landscape with some different materials, and I do want to make a post-process volume for this to look like a little bit different. And I want some smoke and ashes falling, like burned ashes falling from the sky in here. And I do want to work with these trees to make them feel like they're burning on the tips. I need to think how can I achieve that. Maybe a blueprint and some material work will achieve that effect, and that'll be super awesome. That'll be super awesome for the burnt forest. These stones, we can push them a little bit into the soil, I think. And this stone is too big, too sharp. We need to be careful not to make these low poly acids too big, because then they get too sharp, and it's like, no, we don't want those sharp lines. When that happens, you can also go to the modeling tools and smooth them out a little bit, but it really breaks the style of low poly. You want those sharp edges, but placed in a smart way. A good example are the knights from the Sinti assets. It's like so nice how they break the geometry. It really feels like they they had a very good designer making that stylized those stylized decisions. Oh no, we cannot walk through this hill. Oh no, it's too steep. Yep, we need to find give it another angle to actually be able to walk. It's like nope, 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 this is too steep. Oh no, oh no. All right, cool. The trees, I think we can push them into the ground a little. No, I think it's good. It's just in the right place. Nice. When it comes to the river, I was thinking like maybe covering it with stones so we can have like an underground kind of river passage or something. That'll be super interesting. I really like this asset, like this kind of like little palm tree. Very skinny palm tree. It's like, no, I didn't get enough water. Oh no, I'm very thin. But I want to make them smaller though, like it's not higher than the character, so they feel like bushes. I want to make them feel like bushes. I mean, there's big bushes too, but like this is not supposed to be a lush environment. It's supposed to be more of like very dried, kind of like desert. All right, nice. Okay, we got some progress, especially with the PCG graph. I learned a lot today with the settings. We got some foliage, landscape modeling. We got we deleted the other landscape which was causing a lot of issues, and next we're gonna just delete all this ocean water and just use one plane for the whole thing, which I think actually the polygon Cinti polygon water, it kinda is modular, so it's perfect because I can use it around the island and not actually have a big plane that actually just covers the whole scene, which is very expensive. I believe that's causing performance issues. This stylized water right here, this one, it's very expensive right here, and for some reason it's not looking like it's supposed to. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's looking very weird. You see all the foam is on one side. That water is freaking out a little bit. We're gonna get rid of that and use the other one. Yeah, right here is working good, I think. And the Cinti water also has those kind of stylized kind of edge borders, which are super nice. It's like white borders on the edge when it touches another mesh, which we do need a lot for the swamp environment. We do want to make it feel like, oh, the swamp environment is my favorite. Not so much about these telephone cables right here. I'm we gotta get rid of those and actually place some interesting vines. I'm going to use the how do you call this? This environment creation tool called Dash to create vines. I'm gonna actually do some serious work with Dash. They give a free month trial, and I'm just gonna like really take advantage of it. And if I do like it, I'm gonna pay for the subscription, which is like, I don't know, like $8 or something. But I've seen some very nice environments created with Dash. And here, I'm so excited about the desert areas. I love the desert. The swamp environment is gonna be super nice. The jungle environment, and then we have this kind of like other stuff going. And I'm going to really want to start adding some movement to the things. This could be a blueprint with a rotator, and it's just gonna like rotate. and that will give a lot of life to the whole thing. But those little things, I think I'm gonna try to keep a little bit for later. I like the fog so much, the local fog volumes. Alright, yeah, let's just cut it here because I'm getting distracted with this trunk right here. I don't like it. Nope. No. This is not working. The color and everything is just not working. I guess I need to go. This is like a hero prop. This is what environment artists called a hero prop. You want to make this special. You cannot just reuse another asset and make it big. No, this is one of the props that I need to create myself. Have a very nice centerpiece in the jungle, like boom, and make it unique. You cannot see this anywhere else in the world. It's just here. That's what a hero prop is, and we need a very nice trunk right there. Maybe you can walk inside the trunk, and maybe there's mushrooms, and maybe there's like some animal inside that talks to you or something. That would be so fun. Alright, so yep, let's cut it here and let's continue in a little bit. Yay. Alright, okay, we got the connection solved, we got all the assets imported, and we got some PCG things solved. We're gonna get the water solved. We got the level of the terrain solved, the level of the water solved, which actually took some work. And I'm gonna probably come back and try to really get rid of the water and just use the one that was working good from the polygon. But so far performance is not so bad. I think the thing that is really killing performance is the big plane of water, which is, let me find it, is this one right here. This little plane right here. This plane covers the whole world, which is a very bad idea. This is a very bad idea. This plane, if I get rid of that plane, and if I get rid of these little circles that you can see like colliding with each other and glitching out, we're gonna get better performance. And I'm gonna use the modular water, which I can like use to go around the island. That way we will only have one layer of water outside, and the river, this river is super nice. Like, it's super low performance. I really like it. It's just a plane. That's a nice angle right there. We do need very high terrain and I'm gonna have areas like this in the desert where we have like very high, like a canyon area that you can walk, and there's like very small gaps, like paths like this, and you have like very high terrain. That'll be interesting. Then you have like very high like bridges and stuff. It's kind of cool. Okay, nice. Okay, let's just leave it here. And it's kind of fun because it's becoming like every time more hypnotizing to work on this project, and that's kind of nice. That's what I really want to achieve. But oof, it's getting late. It's time for lunch. All right, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate the feedback. I'm gonna check that video for sure, Ninja, and definitely I want to try the landscape materials that you told me to see